Sometimes I can't contain myself. When I was going through the show earlier this morning, I saw that I had a water flosser, and I was really thrilled that I had a water flosser. But I was even more excited when I got in and I realized what I'd missed. We don't have a water flosser. I've got a water flosser with a built-in sonic toothbrush. Folks, I'm really into this. This is the launch of a brand new product from Interplak. Recently, and many of you have watched the show know I'm really big on sonic toothbrushes. When I was recently at the dentist, you know, the hygienist really, she scolded me. She said, Adam, you're not flossing. You're not flossing. I tell you every time you're flossing, you say no. I keep saying you should, and I keep promising to do it, but I never do it. Why don't you do it, she said. I said, because I'm lazy. She says, you need to get a water flosser. I said, okay. I got one. I love it. A water flosser. It blasts away anything that's left behind, right? It's quick, it's easy, it's a lot simpler than doing the string floss. Interplak is the #1 name in America today. This is their all-in-one. It's your water flosser, it's your toothbrush as well. You just switch out the heads. It's one system, one device, you switch out the heads and you're good to go. Love this. Now, $49.99. If you search around to get a 2-in-1 product like this, you can easily spend $100 to $250. So at $49 and change, this should fly. This is a great product. Oral hygiene, healthier gums, helping to, because you know when there's bits of food left into in your teeth, it's not good. We're building up plaque and building up tartar. This is a way to help resolve that. Our special guest, the amazing Kathy Wolf, joins us. Kathy, I am so excited this is in the show tonight. Not only is it a great, I mean, we could spend the whole time talking of how ridiculously great the value is, but it's such an important product that's gaining more traction every single month.
Absolutely, and it's so great to see with you. When you said you bit the inside, I was like, hey, I got an extra tongue for you if you need it, so don't worry. We've had an artificial tongue, and I'm like, this is just one of those things that I never thought I would have in my hands in here. But this is the perfect system. Yes. This is for everybody who needs to have that complete overall oral health care, because we know that we should be brushing our teeth. We know that we should be flossing. And then it has that sonic technology. So what we've done for you from Conair and Interplak is we've included all of that. So what you're going to be receiving in here, not only are you going to get the toothbrush heads, you get a total of 4 toothbrush heads, which is enough for an entire year. You're going to get 2 of the gingival tips, and those are going to be the ones that you're going to get down underneath the gum line, specially pinpointed. You're going to get 2 of the jet tips, and you're going to want to replace those about every 6 months. So again, you get a year's worth of those. You're also getting a gum massager. So this is a massager. So it's not only going to massage, you're going to use it with the sonic technology, and you have the choice to use it with or without the sonic technology, but then it's also going to give you the pulsing, and it's going to give you the water. On top of that, we're going to give you, there is a tongue scraper. So here is our tongue scraper, and the tongue scraper also has the water. So you're going to slide that right along the tongue, and you're going to be able to get in and get all of the film and everything that you have there. But then the individual tips, you're going to be able to get in and down and below the gum. Let me pull my fingers out of the way there. But you're going to be able to get in and below the gum line in the areas that are hard, but also inside the mouth, in the back corners of the teeth. And then the jet's going to do the same thing for you. In addition to that, you are getting the brush head. So all you need to do is you're going to simply get the unit, you're going to plug it in, you're going to fill this up with water. But there are also 2 different ways to use it. So you have the sonic technology. So if you need that sonic, you can use the sonic by pressing that on and off. And then up at the top, when you need to pause the water, and I don't have water in this one for obvious reasons, because it would be shooting across the room, there is a pause button. So you can pause the water from actually flowing on the inside of this. But this gives you a tremendous amount. Oh, I should probably turn that one off. So the sonic, let me turn that part off. But I want to just share with you and show you how the water in this and how it's going to absolutely start to go. Oops. Let me just start with that on the inside. Turn this on by pressing the button on the inside. So what we're going to show you right here is just a little bit of how, as this starts to fill up, I want you to see how this is really going to get in there. And it gives you that flossing. So see how that's really starting to pulse through the water? But there are 7 different levels of intensity that this can actually press and go into the water. So you'll be able to get this one. Let me see if I can kind of change that temperature there. So as I move this, easier said than done. But you can see the kind of pressure. That's the water pressure that you're getting. If I do want to pause that water pressure at any time, all I do is press the pause button, and then that goes right back on in, and you're going to be able to get the pressure. So you do have a lot of different pressure. Make sure I keep that on pause right now. Oh, the things that could happen. But that's going to give you all the water pressure and everything that you do need for you as well. So I'm going to come right on over here and show you why do we love water flossing. And certainly you know why we need water flossing. So here's an ordinary toothbrush. Obviously, I'm sure this is dirtier than your teeth are going to be. But if I try to get in there and work with the toothbrush, I'm not going to be able to get the kind of effectiveness that I'm going to be able to get with the water flosser on the inside here. And watch how it just absolutely blasts away. But you can do this with the toothbrush as well. So I'm using it just with the water jet tip that you can get right on into there. You'll see how you can, and you can change up the pressure, which I think is the perfect way, especially if you're brand new to water flossing. Like you were saying, you were new to the water flossing. Yeah. This actually has the sonic technology as well.
The thing is, it's the best of both. So it's going to be a toothbrush, it's going to be your water flosser, and it makes it so effortless that every morning and every night, it's just a few moments and you're able to really thoroughly clean your teeth in all the nooks and crannies, right? And a lot of us, we have those problem areas. What this is going to be able to do is give you that full clean feel. So we're not just brushing our teeth, but instead of using a string dental floss, we're using a water floss by Interplak. So what you get is really simple. It's a small footprint. It doesn't take a lot of space on the counter. This is your go-to to do everything. You get all the different tips. Quite honestly, you'll probably only use a couple of these tips. I mean, you get the tongue scraper, for example. Maybe you use that, maybe you won't. But what I do know is you're going to use the toothbrush heads, because this is a sonic toothbrush, and you will use some of those finer water flossing tips that really help to blast away things that can be staying there for, you know, truly days. Because if you're not flossing, stuff gets wedged in there. I mean, I've got problem wisdom teeth. The dentist said they're growing in at an angle. I'm petrified he's going to tell me they've got to come out. If they've got to come out, they've got to come out. But I don't want them to come out. But it's created a gap, right? So now food is staying under there. It's just not a good situation. $49.99, 3 flex pay. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Kathy, there's only about 90 seconds left and now 400 remaining before it's sold out. Not only is it a wonderful 2-in-1 product for a really low price, you can't put a price or a value on healthy gums and teeth.
I always say for less than you can go in for one cleaning, you can actually pick this up. And this is going to give you everything that you need. So you were mentioning there are certain tips that you may or may not be using. You might not be using them all the time, but I had something that was kind of caught underneath the gum line. This is perfect. So this is going to be that subgingival tip that you only want to use on the lowest water pressure system. But you can also use it with the water. So the water is going to get in and around the gum lines. But then when you want to change out the tip, all you do is slide this forward right here. Easy for me to do without looking. And then slide this tip right back in. You'll click it, lock it in place. But the tongue scraper, it's something, that's where a lot of the bad breath comes from, is when you do have that stuff that's stuck on the top of your tongue. So this you can actually get in and you can still do that, and you can scrape right along the top on that. So I didn't realize how limited our quantity was on this, but now it's a tongue scraper, but with the water pressure. Now it's a toothbrush with the water pressure, and you can adjust right here on the front, levels 1 all the way up through 7. So if you do need it to be a little bit more intense, it can be a little bit more intense for you, or it can actually be a much more gentle design too.
Kathy Wolf, we love you. Thank you so much. That was a very fun presentation.
Thank you. Good flapping my gums and my tongue at you today.
Thank you to Kathy Wolf, our next house guest on the show. What am I even trying to say? I'll tell you what I was going to say to you. Come with me. Don't be upset with me. I tried, but there's not enough.